Hello and welcome in this new video tutorial brought to you by Hdesigntutorials.com. In today's video, I'll show you how to use Sidechain Compression to mix voiceover and music in Adobe Premiere Pro with the help of Adobe Audition and a third-party VST plugin, and how to use Sidechain Compression to automatically lower the volume of music whenever the voiceover is present. So as you can see here, I've got two soundtracks. The one at the top is the voiceover track, and the one in the bottom is the music track. So let's first listen to both tracks to check how they sound together. Also, here we've got the video converter and compressor that can be used to convert video and music media files into several formats. Good! Now, after listening to both audio tracks together, you can clearly notice that the voiceover is competing with the background music, and that's why we need sidechain compression to enhance the clarity and the impact of voiceover and to ensure that important information is communicated clearly and effectively. So let's go ahead and explain how things works. First of all, let's go to Edit menu, then scroll down to Edit in Adobe Audition and select Sequence. Now in this window, we can first change the name of our export, and then we can click on Browse to select a folder for our export, and after that we can simply leave all the parameters as shown, then simply click on OK to proceed. And now all we have to do is waiting for Premiere Pro to automatically prepare the audio tracks, then opening them inside Adobe Audition. Great! Now as you can see, Adobe Audition has imported both audio tracks successfully, so let's hit the spacebar to listen and to make sure that everything is okay. So here in the main screen, we have also Video AI. Good! Now before we can insert the VST plugin that will allow us to apply sidechain compression on the music track, first we need to make sure that the effects button here is active. And after that, we can move on to the music track, then click on this little arrow here to navigate to and add in our VST plugin, which is Waves Factory Trackspacer. Now in Trackspacer, first we need to click on this button here to activate the sidechain input, and since the voiceover track signal is stereo, which we're gonna use to control the compression, then we need to set the sidechain input into stereo. Now we can close Trackspacer and then select our voiceover track, then click on this icon here to switch to the Scenes view. And now let's click this little arrow here, then choose Sidechain, then select Trackspacer. Good, now let's click the Effects button again to switch back to the inserts. Then go to the music track and double-click on the first insert to open Trackspacer. Now if we hit the play button, you'll find out that Trackspacer comes with a spectrum analyzer, or a graphical representation of the dynamic EQ adjustments happening in real time, and this is a very important feature because it will allow us to select what range of frequency to cut from music when the voiceover is present. The blue spectrum line at the top is representing the voiceover track, which is the trigger signal, and the white spectrum line that is below is representing the source signal, which is the music track. Now, if we turn the main ratio knob all the way up, this will increase the amount of compression applied, but also it will increase high frequencies on the music. Smoothness the frames motion, stabilize shaky footage. Let's now click on this small button here to switch to the Advanced panel, in where we can tweak other parameters like attack and release. We need to know that turning the attack knob all the way down will make the attack faster, and this will allow the voiceover to cut through the music quickly, while increasing the release knob will extend the duration for the music to return to its original volume after the voiceover ends. And also cutting and trimming the duration of your videos. Also, here we've got the video converter and compressor that can be used to convert video and music media files into several formats. Once we are satisfied with the result, we can go to Multi-Track menu, then select Export to Adobe Premiere Pro. In this window, here at the top is where we can set the file name for the XML file that contains all the necessary data to export the project from Adobe Audition into Premiere Pro. And here, in front of Location, you can click on Browse to choose a folder for the export. We can also change the audio sample rate if needed. And finally, click on Mix Down Session button, then select Stereo File. Make sure Open in Adobe Premiere Pro is checked, then click on Export. Now Adobe Audition will generate and export the audio file and then automatically import the exported audio track in Premiere Pro. And now Adobe Premiere Pro will ask you if you want to copy Adobe Audition tracks in the active sequence, so we'll just click OK to import the audio track in Premiere Pro. Once the audio track is imported, you can scroll down to the bottom to find it. Let's click play to make sure that everything is okay. So here we've got the video converter and compressor that can be used to convert video and music media files into several formats. And also Wings Video AI. Very nice! That's it! I hope you enjoyed watching this video tutorial, and please don't forget to check the link in the description if you want to get Waves Factory Trackspacer VST plugin and reading more about Sidechain Compression and how to install VST plugins in Adobe Audition. Once again, thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.